Ah, hello everybody. I was kind of blindsided by this morning. I logged into Honkai and story's up. I thought it was tomorrow, but it did clearly say the 30th. I'm just an idiot. But kinda glad at the same time. Looking forward to it. I'm worried this is gonna just be a big cliffhanger though, because this is a 3-part arc. This is the end of the second chapter, so there's one more. And usually the last one's the really epic one. So we'll see. And I believe I saw the devs actually said that the next chapter is not just the end of this mini arc, but it's like the end of the whole second, like, chunk of the story since the original 9 chapters, which is kind of crazy to think about. But there's the game. Stop the music so we can listen to the game. Yeah. Oh, I haven't finished Abyss, have I? Good thing I'm doing this early. If the story takes too long, I might have to take a break to do Abyss. But hopefully we can finish it and then I can just do Abyss after. I get it, leave me alone. I love this skin. I wish I could claim these. Especially that one, because the fire one is new. I haven't gotten that yet. Such a weird event. Just click the cabbages. But you're only allowed clicking so many a day, apparently. Oh, that's just gonna be Expedition. She is getting really close to Triple S now. I think I needed like 40 last time I showed, or something like that. I am 14 away. Which should, in theory, mean that either tomorrow or Saturday will be Triple S. But we got story to do. And it looks like it starts off with a cutscene. There's no cutscene at the end, so if there's anything crazy that happens, it's in this mission. It's not a fancy cutscene afterwards. And I did finish this, so there's nothing left to do here. It looks like I'm allowed to do it just for fun, but I don't get anything out of it. But let's not take forever. Let's see what this cutscene is. I have no idea what to expect. Oh. Sorry. There we go. A puppet. It found itself surrounded by its partner's remnants. Not over yet. Crawling in the broken parts, the puppet couldn't even tell the boundaries between its body and that of its partner's. We've made it. This is our theater. The final victory is ours. Is what I asked last week gonna come true? Because she used her powers on the theater, can they connect to her? With everyone together, we'll be stronger than ever. Or are they gonna fuse? The sacrifice of all in exchange for the rebirth of one. Now, we need only to return to the stage and finish the show. The stage of the 1,000. The strings are already getting to you now. Did she say Sele? There's no name here, but in the Chinese it sounded like she said Sele. I could be mishearing that, but for your viewer and don't get beat up. The breadcrumbs mark a trail leading to the candy house in the woods. All are welcome. Oh boy. Sounds like a trap? So we get Iana, which means I need supports. Probably the most obvious support to bring. What's her? 3 different types gain 20. Let's grab... She was bio. Where is... There it is. Drive Kometa. Go. Bonus damage. And let's get my controller. Sound's gonna go away for a second. And actually, it better not lose my team. It's probably going to, though. I just realized, do I have music on? Oh, I do have music on. Okay. Want to make sure. Yeah, forgot my team. Gosh darn it. Here we go. Why not? Let's see what happens. The dark tide swallowed her. She could see nothing, but somehow she felt secure and content. Oh. Right. Powers of the Void aren't Kiana's. Not technically. The expansion of space stopped and the flow of time halted. Even the boundaries that defined self were melting. In the boundless darkness, she dreamt a distant dream. The feeling was familiar. Night after night, she was cast into the same dream. In it, fate was torn apart into broken strands, pouring down between her fingers like fine grains of sand. Short, cold, and like a firefly, it swooshed past. It was her life. It wasn't her life. It belonged to someone named Siren. Everything she had once been through. No, are we gonna see flashbacks of Siren? Ouch. Ouch. It hurts. Excruciating pain took over her entire consciousness and drew deep bloody marks on her mind. Tears burst out of her eyes and blurred her vision. This subject is no use either. The man's voice was devoid of any emotion. He walked away with heavy footsteps. Under the relentless assault of sharp, incessant pain, every cell was crying out and struggling for relief. It hurts so much, Mom. It hurts. I really need to read Second Eruption at some time. I really need to read it. Especially for this chapter, I should have, but oh well. I'll have to read it before 25. I think she said it fine. Maybe this psychological trick was effective. Crying for Mom did alleviate the pain slightly. She labored to stand up and looked at the other kids who received the checkup. Aurora, Agata, Bella, are you alright? These are all her friends, and anyone that remembers Benares. Benares was originally Bella. She nudged the shoulder of the kid next to her, but the touch was cold. Bella, Bella. The touch was a familiar sensation. Her mom's hand felt the same when she passed away. Oh, and it meant she'd never come back. Bella, Bella, wake up. Is that her breaking point? When Bella passed? Tears began to well up in her dried eyes again, dropping on her wounded body. Everyone here was orphaned in the disaster. An organization named Shixel took them in and provided shelter. All they asked in return was a simple checkup. Grown-ups said the kids were lucky to have natural antibody. Liars. You're all liars. Waiting for the kids was nothing but endless pain and the final relief of death. They were consumables with a serial number. They ran out of their use very soon. No, no, I don't want to die. I want everyone who has ever lied to me and used me to pay the price. She stumbled to the door and shook the door handle with every last bit of her strength. Let me out, let me out. The handle stayed firmly in place, but the side door creaked open. Maybe the researcher forgot to lock it. Or maybe he thought the lab rats wouldn't be able to resist anyway. This was her only chance. To flee this place, this living hell. Once again, this the Tower of Babylon? This is where Siren used to suffer. Oh god. Kiana's being pulled into Siren's dreams. These are all Siren's memories. Oh, what are the guards doing? Get her. No, stay away from me. Oh, it hurts. Don't touch me. Yeah, I stunned myself. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. The pain that Siren suffered and her desire for revenge that turned her into the Herrscher of the Void. I can feel her hatred towards you. Back off. Get away from me. Get that test subject. She's a rare research material. Get her alive. Release the Honkai beasts we caught last time. What? They had Honkai beasts they used? You'll pay for this. I'll erase you from... I don't know if this is part of Second Eruption. It's impressive that you hold this long. You'll make good research material. Get her. He was dragged back to the living hell. No, a place far more terrifying than hell. The only rewards for the test subjects who survived were a heavier dose and more tests. She had no idea when this ordeal would come to an end, or if there would be an end at all. In the never-ending misery, she cursed, cried, and prayed. If I have power, if I have power. I'm assuming that should be if I had power, but... I'll repay whoever hurt me and lied to me tenfold. No, 100-fold. And then, just like the fairy tales heard in her mum's loving arms, her god came to her. Oh? The dream continued. That night, all hell broke loose in the Babylon labs. Oh, I was hoping they were gonna show us. Gosh darn it. With the power granted, she realized every one of her wishes. She fled the tower and shook off the test subject identity. Since then, she became known as the second Herrscher. Sorry, I know you've been through a lot. Oh, finally saying sorry now. Too late. Too late. If I found out earlier, if I came to your rescue sooner. She knew this girl with silver hair. She freed the imprisoned kids and reached her hand out to them, saying, "Please trust me. I'm here to get you out." Did Teresa really go to the lab to try and save the kids? Fuck, I need to read caption. I'm genuinely regretting not reading the manga before doing this chapter now. This is huge. Holy crap. Maybe I should stream that. I'll have to figure out how to set up an overlay for it. False promise. She looked about the same age, with the same vibe of youth. Her smile reminded the Herrscher of Aurora, Agata, and Bella. But you should feel proud to die for Schicksal and the Valkyries. Somehow these words kept echoing in her head.
没错，
Yes, I
我
remember
想起
now.
来了，
She wore the Schicksal badge. She wielded the Schicksal weapon. Oh no. Behind her were Schickel's Valkyries.
那些该死的大人，
Those who wore
曾经
lab
笑着
coats
对我
once
说，
told me the tests were
在
for
我们身上做的实
Valkyries
验
stigmata.
是为了制造女武神的圣痕。
Ah. Is that where Schickel's stigmata come from? They experiment on people with stigma and take them? God damn it. No, I'm going through a bunch of depressing flashbacks.
是你们，都是你们害
What are
的，
you doing, E?
我才不是你们的牺牲品。
If it weren't for you, so many of us didn't have to die in pain and in
我
vain.
会证明
I'll prove to everyone I'm stronger than all
比
of
你们
you.
更强。天命的人，
All those who work for Schicksal must die, every one of them. There should be a space there.
德丽莎小心，她要发动攻击。
Teresa, look out. She's about to attack. Wait, Tesla was working with her back then too? So wait, has Teresa always been a double agent? Has she always been working with them? That or this is just a false memory. Sounds fun.
这就是
And this
我的
is my
复仇。
revenge. Oh,
机甲部队
okay, it's a
准备
fight.
迎敌。
All mech units prepare for battle.
让我
I'll
来
show you
告
how
诉
weak
你，
human weapons
人
are.
类的
Oh,
武
and are we
器
taking
是多么不
Siren's
堪
part?
一击。
Are we fighting
那
the
些人给
mechs?
西林留下了不可磨
Those
灭的
people
痛
brought
苦。
so much pain to
一道
Siren
无
and
法
left
治愈
her
的创伤。
scars that never heal.
她内心的黑暗
The
就是这
darkness in
样
her
不断扩
heart
大下
kept
去。
growing. This is letting Kiana understand what she went through. Take a good look at the real strength of humanity.
银色子弹20314准备发射，倒计时5、4、3、2、1，发射！
In the deafening blast, the Herrscher's consciousness came to a halt. But her memory didn't stop there. Her god favored her once again and blessed her. The Herrscher's dream kept growing, surging towards the horizon and sweeping everything in the way. Only this time,
你是酒喝多了吗？连自己的女儿都
you
认不
don't
出来
even
了。
recognize your own daughter after 2 drinks?
这也是羽毛的力量。他们把我当成女儿了。
Okay, no, this is an altered version of history. Oh, this is a weird altered version where Siren is Cecilia's daughter. Is this also the feather at work? Are they taking me for their own daughter? The feather? Whatever. I'll just...
就让我来，西林，这是专门留给
Here,
你的蛋糕。
Siren. We bought this cake for you. Ah.
蛋糕？
This is probably like literally Siren's dream to be with family.
我记得妈妈
I
活着的
remember
时
when
候，
Mom was still alive.
带我吃
She
过一
once
次。
bought a slice for me.
只
Well,
只尝
one
一口
bite
的
won't hurt.
话，
It's so
这
delicious.
个味道就像是
Just like the one Mom
那
bought.
时候的味道。对不起啊，西林，
Sorry,
这2天让你寂
Siren,
寞
for
了。
not being here with you these 2 days.
所以明
But let's
天
go
我
shopping
们就一起
tomorrow.
去逛街吧。逛街？
Shopping?
我
What am I doing here? Why haven't I killed
为
them
什么我没有
already?
杀掉他们？他们根本不是我的父母。
They're not my parents.
算了，
Never mind. What can go wrong in the illusion created by myself?
只要我想，
I can do it
随时都
whenever I
能动手。
want, and there's no
有体
hurry.
意识。
I'll just play
先看
along
看他们还
and
能
see
搞
what
出什
other
么花
tricks
样。
they've prepared. Normal and happy days.
平凡如果没有遇上崩
If
坏，
Honkai never happened
如
and
果妈
Mom
妈没
didn't
有
die,
死，
would I be living
我
such
也
a
能
life
拥有
now?
这种幸福吗？西林，我们去这家店试试吧。
Aaron,
这
let's
里的
check
衣
out
服看
this
上去很
store.
可爱
Their
呢。
dresses look cute.
唉，真是
You're
为
giving me
难
quite
呢。
a headache now.
我的女儿
You
不
look
管
good
穿
in
什么
every
都那么好
dress, and I
看，
want to buy
我
out
真
this
想把这里的
store.
衣服都买下来啊。
Ah,
那我穿这件怎么样？
how do I look in this?
呀，我的
Oh,
女儿真有眼
must say
光。
my baby doll
你穿
have
着这身衣
wonderful
服，
taste.
就是世界上最
You're
可爱
literally
的
the
女孩。
cutest girl on earth in this
来，
dress.
快让妈妈
Come,
抱一抱
give。me a hug. Please give me a picture of this. I really want to see a
等
picture.
等，不行，不要抱
Wait,
我，
no, I don't
我不想被
want.
抱着。
Was I
刚刚我在
thinking?
想
I
什么？
must have lost my
我一
mind.
定是疯了，居然有那么一瞬间，
For a second, I
渴望
almost
她怀
longed
抱
for
的
her
温暖。
hug. I mean, all Siren wanted was a normal life. She was just stuck in a lab.
那个女人并不
But
是我
she
的
is
妈
not
妈。
my mom. A huge boom came with strong shockwaves, shattering every window from the buildings by
爆炸，
an explosion.
切，这种小玻璃渣
Glass shards
休
can
想伤
never
到我。
hurt me.
西林，
Not a
危
Herrscher.
险！
Watch out. Oh, we get a scene of Cecilia.
你在做什么？
What are you doing?
不要怕，妈妈会保
Don't
护
be
你的。
afraid. Mom is here for you.
妈妈在这里。
I'm
就在
right
你
by
身
your
边。
side.
Ich liebe dich，西林。
Lieb dich, Aaron.
妈妈，
That's gonna... They'd have to know what the dress looks like to give you a picture. It's fair. For context, Ich lieb dich is just German for I love you. But it's something that Siren's mom said to her a lot. That was something written in her diary. I think her mom told her it was a magic spell or something like that. Not long after.
骗子，骗子！
Liar, liar, you're a liar.
你早就知道
You knew I
我不
wasn't
是
your
你女儿
daughter.
了，
You lied to me.
骗我！
Siren, listen
你
to
听
me.
我说，你明知道我不是
You
你女儿，
pretended to care
还
about
装
me
成
and
关心我
approached
的
me.
样子。果
Of
然，
course, you did all
目的
this
就是
only
要
to
消
kill
灭
me.
我。
You're just like
其他人
everyone
都一
else.
样，
Liars.
都是
All
骗子，
liars.
大骗！不是的，西林。
No,
我
Siren.
其实，
I
可恶！
curse you, curse you. Get out of my way.
你们都给我滚开！为什么要欺骗我？
Why did you lie to me? Why? Why?
虽然只有一点，但西林的杀意减弱了。
Siren's intensity subsided a bit.
他心中更多的是失望和愤怒。好痛！住手！
It hurts. Stop it. Don't hurt me.
再伤害我了！我不想死，我不想死！西里，审判的时候，
Oh,
我死了吗？
I guess canonically you lose that fight. I didn't. I feel like the gameplay does not correlate to the story unless the character can just wield a mech. I'm not fighting Siren. Siren is a... She was a girl who basically became an evil god in the past, but she was killed. And her soul was basically implanted into the character I'm playing. So my character is living through her memories and her dreams. At least that's what seems to be happening. But yeah, I don't know why it was mechs there, but who knows?
什么都感觉不到。
Can't feel anything, only the cold. In the end, I'm still
到最
alone.
后，我都只是妈妈。
Mom, I feel cold.
好了，妈妈，没事了，西里。
It's alright, Siren. Everything will be fine. Now I really want to know if Cecilia actually knew Siren.
西里，
Siren,
可
poor
怜的孩
child.
子，
I never meant
我
to
从
lie
没
to
想过
you.
要骗你。在幻境中，
In the illusion,
我看到
I
了你的
saw
孤
your
独和痛苦。
loneliness and pain. Illusion.
我是真的想
I
成为你的妈
genuinely
妈，
wanted to be your mom
补
and
偿
make
你
up
失
for
去的东
everything
西。
you lost.
可惜
But at that time, I couldn't change anything.
我什么也改变不了。
I wonder... I mean, technically they've trademarked that name, so maybe it'll happen. But... There is a manga of this time period that I haven't read, so I might have to read that. But I'd rather do that on stream. But we'll see. But I'm wondering if this is something that may have happened in the past, like Cecilia actually got to know Siren, or if this is almost like Kiana and Siren's memories are getting crossed up, like Kiana's memories are trying to help Siren somehow,
至少
because technically they're in the same
在你
body.
生命的最后，
The least I can do is
让你
to
可以感受到
let
温
you
暖。
feel warm at your last moment,
西里，
Siren.
一那本地。
Liebte. Unless dream, I dream a false dream. In the dream, who I miss the most is not my mom. I miss the warmth and care that makes me feel secure and content. I thought to myself over and again, if somehow I could become normal. Would I live a happy life by her side? That would be the biggest... That would be such a big twist if they somehow brought Siren back as her own person, but like a happy person. If... Is this leading to a cutscene, or is this just random loop bubbles for some reason? I was given a second chance. I want to hear her voice again.
Ich liebe dich.
Ich lieb dich. Oh, Kiana woke up. Assuming it's Kiana. Yeah, well, technically it's a video file. Like, that's how I make my thumbnails, is all the video files are in a folder. But some of those video files are actual cutscenes, and then other ones are just looped. Like, this one is technically... No, this one is probably just a picture with the model over top of it. But a lot of the scenes are just a video file looped. The same dream again? Oh, she's had this a lot. Phew.
有点渴了，
I'm
去接点水
thirsty.
喝吧。
Gonna get some water. The corner of the room, the fish tank gave off a pale and cold light, a distraction to help AE employees relax. In the pale light, the mirror returned a blurred figure. She didn't see her own face. She sees Siren. Oh, that's such... Yeah, like this background, this is a video. This is just a very small video file that's looping. Siren.
西里， 那个时候，你
What
的
did
梦
you
到什
dream
么
of?
Ich liebe dich，
Ich lieb dich.
在你心中无数
The
次的回
words
想
you
着这句
whispered
话，
again and again.
对你来
What do
说
they mean to
究
you?
竟意味着什么？
You should know this! I mean, it was like, I think 6 months to a year ago, story-wise, but you still saw those words in Siren's diary.
记忆的影子，
So the shadow of
无法给出
memory
答案。
can't give me an answer, huh?
明天再和大家聊
Tomorrow.
聊吧。
I'll talk to everyone about this tomorrow. Oh, I thought I was gonna do a cutscene. Nope. Continuing. Next morning, Salt Lake Base.
怎么了，天呐？
What's wrong,
一
Kiana?
觉醒来，
You feel
突然心不在焉的
absent-minded.
啊，
Huh?
Oh.
No, nothing.
没什么。哎，看那副表情，
Sorry to make you
我又
worried.
害你担心。其实我没打算瞒
I
着你
wasn't
的，
gonna keep it from
毕竟
you,
已经
and
答
I
应你们，
promised to
不
share
会
my
什么事都
troubles
自己扛了
anyway,
嘛。
but it's just a little
不
bit
过
complicated.
有点复杂，我还没组织好语言。
Oh wait, this is the same idea of what Bronya's been going through.
Bronya 不介意，
Bronya doesn't
按照 Kiana
mind.
自己的
You can
方式，
try to tell us in
一
your
点一
way,
点讲出
bit
来就
by
好。
bit.
那
Well,
Bronya,
Bronya, this may
可
sound
能有些
abrupt.
突然。你觉得
What kind of
西林是个
person
什么
do
样
you
的人？
think Siren is?
西林是指
Siren,
引
the
起第二
Herrscher
次
of the
崩坏的
Void?
空之律者西林吗？嗯，
Mm-hmm.
在梦里，
In my
我一
dream,
遍
I
又一遍地
relived
经
her
历她曾
memory
经的记
over
忆。
and over.
西林是
She
律
is a
者，
Herrscher
是
and
人
our
类的敌
enemy,
人。
but I felt more of
可
her
能梦
human
中
side.
更多的却是遗憾。世界给予她痛
The
苦，
world
她
mistreated
就以
her
仇
and
恨和
only
憎恶
taught
对
her
待他
hatred.
人。但也有
But there
人
were
给
a
予过
few
她
who
爱，
showed
令她
kindness
展
and
现出
love
一
to
点点微
her.
弱的善意。抱歉，这么
Sorry,
说
this
感
sounds
觉像
like
是
I'm
在为她辩
defending
解
her.
一样。
Maybe her
也
memory is
许
starting
是
to
我被
work
那
on
些
me.
记忆影响过深了
I
吧？
need to resist it better.
看来天呐，不需要为此道歉。Bronya 很高兴，
You don't have to
因为你讲出心
apologize
中
for
的
your
烦恼。
compassion. Bronya is glad you shared it with her.
西林引发了第二次
Siren
崩坏，
caused the second eruption,
Bronya 的
which
父
took
母
Bronya's family.
就你恨他吗？
Do you hate her?
如果说完全不恨，
It would be a lie if
应该是谎
Bronya
话
said
吧？
no. But it
但你现在
happened
还
before Bronya started
都
to
是
remember
Bronya 等事以
things,
前的事了。
so not much.
说是第二次崩坏，
The
以空
second
之律者西
eruption
林的死
ended
亡
with
作为
her
终
death,
结。
so she had paid
他
the
已经付出了
price.
该付的代价，
Bronya doesn't hate
所
her
以
anymore.
Bronya 倒是觉得
Bronya can
Kiana
relate
的
to
话
what
没
you
错，
said.
每个人都是一面镜
Everyone is
子，
a mirror that
倒
reflects
映
how
出
the
世
world
界在他
treats
眼
them.
中的样子。Bronya 还在当雇佣
When
兵的时
Bronya was
候，
a mercenary,
就
a
像一把没
lethal
有感情的
weapon,
兵器，
she could only feel the
对世
murderous
界
intent
只有冰冷的
of
杀
the
意。
world.
后来是可克利
Later,
亚妈妈把 Bronya 带
Matushka
回了孤儿院。
Kokolia took Bronya into the
是希尔
orphanage
告诉了
and gave her a
Bronya，
home.
什么是人生原本就有许多可能性，
One's life is
一个人在
promised
成长过程中接
inexhaustible
触到的人
possibility.
会影
The
响
people
他，
around them will
改变
change
他，
them and shape their
让他走上不
lives.
同的路，无论是西林还是 Bronya，
It's the same for Siren,
每个人
Bronya,
都
and
是如此。
everyone else.
支配之律者
And that's
也正
exactly
是利
why
用
the
了这点，
Herrscher of
激
Dominance
发
was
人 心
so
中的负面情
successful
绪，
in kindling the
以此来利
negativity
用他
in
们危害
people's
世界的吗？
minds.
可不能屈服于负面
Yeah,
情绪啊！
we can't submit to our negative energy.
没错，这就是人
Correct.
心的强
This
大
is
之
why
处
the。mind is powerful.
不过，
However,
如
if
果你
you
指
are
的是藏
referring
在
to
你
the
身体
Siren
里
lurking inside you
被奥托
and
唤醒的
attempting
那
to
个西
take
林
control,
Bronya 讨厌他，
Bronya does hate her,
因为他给
for
Kiana
she has
带来了痛
caused you
苦。
great pain.
谢谢你，
Thank you.
像这样坦率地说出心
Saying
中
what's
所
on your
想，
mind and expressing your
坦率地道歉，
gratitude frankly like
总
this
感觉像
makes
是
you
变回
feel
了以
like
前的
the old
Kiana。
you again.
我也觉得还是这样
Agreed.
更适合我
This
吧
is，supposed to be the real me.
感觉心里畅快多了。
Ooh, I
一直
feel
站在训练室
much
里
better
讲
now.
话，
Well,
好像有
since
点
we're
浪
in the
费。
training room,
Bronya，
what do you say we
要
have
不
a
要久违
match?
的来场
It's
比
been
赛？
so long.
好啊，是比赛
Sure.
是挑
How
战，
do you want to do
还是总
this?
计赘
No
述？
matter which form
还
of
是来单挑？
match, one ground rule.
事先说好，
Though
就
this
算
is
是模
just
拟
a
训练
simulation training,
Bronya 就
Bronya
不会
will
放
not
水
go
的。
easy on you.
正合我意。
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
还在圣弗雷亚的时候
Reach the target
Bronya 一次都
location
没有
within
输
the
给过
time
Kiana
limit?
今天可就不一定了。
Freya, Bronya never lost to Kiana. Today will be different. Damn you. Why is her gauge not going down? Is it the last hit of her combo that makes it go down? I always thought it was just over time. Huh. Or you know, I guess. I don't really use this character very often, but I do enjoy her. She's fun. Why did not count as a dodge?
审判的时刻到。
Oh, too far. Kiana has made huge progress.
那是当然啦。
You bet.
看来
And Bronya should get serious.
尽管来吧。
Bring it on. How does Bronya do? Oh! Oh, I win. Ooh, it's been so long since my last serious fight.
精疲力尽了。
Ugh, I'm exhausted. Bronya is so strong.
奇怪。
This is odd.
Bronya 怎么了？
What's wrong?
果然
Still can't use it.
理智律者的力量
Bronya still can't use the powers of the Herrscher of Reason.
还是不行吗？
What? How come? I thought we already beat the Herrscher of Dominance.
Bronya 也是这么认为的。
We did defeat them,
但
but there's still
确实有些
something
不对
wrong.
劲的地方。最开始以为失
At
去的力
first I
量
thought the lost power would recover over time, but it never did after so long. Kiana and Bronya both fell silent and began to think hard. Bronya noticed her power didn't come back when they defeated all the puppets, but she wasn't sure why back then. After ruling out all the other factors, the problems stayed, and the situation became thorny.
我们说不定。
There must be some important clues that we failed to notice.
可是人偶都
But
被
the
消灭
puppets are all
了，我们也
destroyed,
回不去支配
and we
剧场
can't go back to the
该怎么去
theater
找
of
那个力量
domination.
呢？
How should we retrieve your power?
Bronya 不是依赖律者力量战斗的。
I don't rely on the Herrscher power to fight, so it's okay if we couldn't retrieve it.
这件事
It's
背后有
just,
别的意义。
there seems to be something disturbing hidden behind. Actually, I've always had a doubt in my mind
我
too.
心里也一直有一个没解开的疑惑，在支配剧场里，
In that
我有
theater,
控制律
I
者
was
的能
ready
力
to
打
have
开
my
通道的
Herrscher
时候，
powers
是
taken
做好
away
了
when
被
I
夺取权
opened
能
the
的准备的。
passage.
毕竟人偶要过一
Because
段
I
时
knew
间
it'd
才能
take
掌
a
握新
while
夺
for
取
the
的力量。
puppets to
只要
master
在
the
这段时
powers
间内
they
打败
stole.
他们，就是我们的胜利。
We just need to
这
beat
是一个
them
值得
before
的赌
that.
注。
It was a safe bet.
可奇怪的是，我的力
But
量并没有
strangely
被夺
enough,
走，
my Herrscher
就
power
算在
wasn't
之后的
taken
战斗
away,
中再次使
and
用
nothing
控制律者
hindered
的
me
力
from
量，
using
也
it
没
in
有遭
later
到任何阻
battles.
碍。那个时候我还以为
At that
是他
time,
们知道
I
暂
thought
时
they
离
knew
去
it was a
做什么
losing
都没有
battle,
意
so
义
they
了，
just gave
索
up
性
their
放弃征
meaningless
战。
struggle.
但听你这么一说，好像更
But
奇
it
怪了。
seems even stranger now
夺
that
取
you
律者
said
权
that.
能，
Why
明显
didn't
更
they
有
take
利。
my Herrscher
为什么
power
他们要
if
停
it'd
手
be
呢？
useful to them?
嗯，
Yeah,
确实很可
it's
疑。
really suspicious.
他
They
们为了
flocked
控
to
制律
you
者
for
的
the
权能
Herrscher
不面而
power,
至，
but didn't do
又
anything
几
when
乎
they
是
had
绝
the
不下手，
chance. Why
是
is
有什么
that?
别的用意？想不通。
No idea.
这件事，我会
I'll
去告诉
discuss
博士
this
他
with
们。
the doctors. Be
重新探讨
careful
生
and
命。
stay safe, Yana.
天呐，我会的。
I will.
啊，不行，好
I'm
饿啊！
starving. I'm going to the
我先去吃饭了，
cafeteria.
待
See
会
you
儿见。
later. Oh, this is still just the first one. This really is going to be a longer part. Here I was thinking that this was going to be a short chapter, a short segment of the chapter.
吃饱了，吃饱了。
I'm full. Oh, is it actually dark, Sele?
哎，希儿，对
Why
着
are
自
you
动售货
staring
机
at
发
the
什么呆
vending
呢？
machine, Sele?
这东西好像
This
坏
thing
了。
seems to be broken.
坏了。
Let me see. You didn't press confirm.
你
See,
没按
just
确
give
认
this
呀？
button a push and
你
voila,
看，
your
像
mustard
这样一
goober.
按。怎么回事啊，希
What's the
儿？
matter, Sele?
搞得像第一
It's
次
like
用
you've
自
never
动售
seen a
货机
vending
一样。
machine before. Oh no.
还不是因为
All
某个
that
笨
idiot's
蛋
fault.
被
She
说
asked
什
me
么
to
偶尔
have
也
some
该让
food
我
I
吃点
like,
自己喜
but
欢
I
的
didn't
东
know I
西。
had to go through all these
烦死了。
troubles first.
早知道不来
Is
了。
Kiana gonna piece it together?
嗯，今
I
天的希
feel
儿好
so
像变了
different
一个人。
today.
不过，不管
Anyway,
是哪
you're
天的希
still
儿，
our
那
Sailor.
是希尔没错。
Mm,
那
Of
是当然，
course. We're
我们
both
可都
Sailor.
是希
What
儿。
about you? How
你
is
呢？
your fight with
跟你
another
的
you
另一个人
going?
格打架打得怎么样了？
Oh, well, that's gonna give it away.
糟
Dude,
糕，
did I say
我
something
是
I'm
不
not
是说了不
supposed to
该说
say?
的话？
They'd
要
be
是
mad
让
at
希
me
尔
if
知
she
道，
knew.
绝对会生气的。
I mean,
我的意
everyone
思
has
是
two
说，
versions of self,
每
good and
个人的
bad.
内
You don't
心
need
都
to
是
worry
善恶
about
并
it.
存的，你不用这么在意这个。
Oh, Sailor.
相信你愿意相
I
信
still
的，
want to call her
坚持你想
Veliona,
要坚
but
持的，这不就够了
just
吗？
believe what you want to believe and stick to what you want to hold on to. That's enough.
我都
The
在
hell
说
was I
什么乱七
talking
八糟
about?
的？希尔果然好厉害。
You're the best, Sailor.
啊，
Hmm?
我还什么都没说呢，
I
你
didn't
就
say
看出了我
anything,
在
but
烦
you
恼
saw
什
right
么？
through my
真
worry
的好
and
善解人意。
insecurity. It comforted me. You're so caring.
谢谢你的
Thank
建
you,
议啦。
Sailor. And Veliana's like, what? Oh, this is gonna be funny. That some people are just not gonna know which Sailor they're talking to. It's weird because their model is so different, but I'm assuming in reality they look identical. Cafeteria Kitchen Salt
学
Lake
院
Bay.
长，原来你在这儿啊！
Principal Teresa, you're here.
刚刚和爱因斯坦
Yeah,
博士他
I
们
was
商
discussing
定了
with the
下一步的
doctors
作
about
战
our
计
next
划，
move and
结果
missed the
错过了食堂
mealtime,
饭
so I
点，
came
才来
here.
这儿看看。你在找我？
Were you
是出什
looking
么
for
事
me?
了吗？也没什么事，
Yeah, I
就
want to
是
talk
想
to you.
聊聊天。
Is she gonna ask about the whole rescuing the kids thing?
怎么了？
What's
突然
wrong?
这么
You're
积
so
极，
formal all of a
要聊
sudden.
什么呀？
What do you want to talk about?
是关于
It's about Siren.
西林的事。西林，
Siren. It'd be funny if nobody noticed, like, hey, you went from being in a cute little simple outfit to almost like scantily clad and punk looking. Hmm.
第二次崩坏的时候，
You've met
学
her in
院
the
长见
second
过西
eruption,
林，对不对？
right?
嗯，
Yes.
直到
Till
现
this
在我
day,
还很
I
难
still
过。
feel sad that I couldn't save that little
我没
girl,
能救下那个孩子，他已经选择了与人类为
even though
敌。
she had chosen to
学院
become an
长，你想
enemy
要
of
救他吗？
humanity. You still wanted to save her?
那个孩子做了很多
That
错事，
child had done many
但
horrible
那不是他
things,
一个
but
人
it
的
wasn't
错，
her fault
而
alone.
是因为他身边
No one ever
始
guided
终没
her
有能正确
properly.
引导他的人，教会孩子分辨善与恶，
It is the duty of
什么该
adults to
做，
teach
什么
children
不
to
该做，
distinguish between
本就
right
是大
and
人的
wrong.
义务。他没有得到正确
She
的
did
教导
bad
而做
things
错了
because she
事。
wasn't taught well.
如果我简单的
It'd be
把所有
irresponsible
过
for me
错
to
都推到
simply
他头
blame
上，
everything on her.
那就是在逃避责任。我时常在想，
I often wonder
如果我能
if
早
I
点
could
发
have
现巴比伦
discovered
塔
the
的实验，
experiments in the Tower of Babylon
早点
earlier
把西林接到
and
圣弗雷
transferred
亚，
Siren to Saint Freya.
也许我就可以拯救
Maybe I
他，
could save her
你
and
就能
avoid
避免
that
那场灾
disaster.
害。
Didn't she make Saint Freya after Second Eruption, though? I swear that was after.
但这世
There are
上
no ifs in
没
this
有如
world.
果，
No one can
已
change
经
what's
发生
already
的过去
happened.
是我们学院长。我们只能努力阻止西林
We
那
can
样的
only
悲剧
try our
再度
best to
重演。
prevent repeats of
这
such
也是
tragedies,
西西利亚的愿望。
which is also Cecilia's wish.
妈妈，斯西利亚呢？
I mean, Cecilia.
斯西利亚，
Cecilia was once trapped in an illusion created by Siren.
我不
I
知道
don't
在
know
里
what
面发
happened
生了什
there,
么，
but Siren only hesitated
只有在
before
面对
her.
他的时候犹豫了。
Oh, that was an illusion. Siren caught Cecilia and literally tried to, like, make her like her mother.
我从斯西利亚
I could tell from Cecilia's eyes that she really wanted to save that child. Knowing her, I'd say she had never given up trying until the last moment. Even when she knew it was too late, she wouldn't give up. Just that kind of person. Once she made up her mind, she'd follow through. Even if she'd get hurt, she wouldn't lose her kindness. Her gentleness saved me, Reed, Chigura Kira, and many people. She was the serenely beautiful moonlight, bathing us in warmth. So, I believe in Cecilia's choice, and I will pass on her love and kindness always and forever. Such a heartwarming story. Thank you, Teresa, for telling me all of this. I will give it careful thought and make my own choice. Telling all these recollections of the past makes me sad. I'm gonna make a cup of Cecilia tea. Salt Lake base. Ugh, darn it. Calm down, Dr. Tesla. The progress of the investigation won't increase along with the decibel level of your voice. She sure thinks it, though. What happened? Just some fallout from the puppet incident. What? Let me tell her. After we destroyed those puppets, their hosts gradually returned to normal. Those people didn't really establish close bonds with the Herrscher, so we can't track them. We can only deduce from the investigation results. Reports of disappearances within the last 2 months, eyewitness recounts about sudden personality changes, and unsolicited reports from some hosts themselves. We were surprised when we put these reports together. The total number was well over 1,000. What? There are more than 1,000 puppets? Don't panic, there's no need to jump to conclusions. We were shocked at first, but as we dug deeper, things turned out to be different than we thought they would be. Some of the disappearance reports and eyewitness accounts are about independent incidents unrelated to the puppet, which isn't totally against our expectation. They crowd up into a tea. She's named after a flower. However, those unsolicited self-reports appear to be suspicious. They were inconsistencies in some of the reports, and when I checked with the informants, they just said they wrote it wrong. There's even one informant who gave me 3 different versions of his story. Can you believe this? That means some of those people were lying? Exactly. They heard some rumors that they wouldn't need to take responsibilities for bad things they did if they claimed they were affected by paranormal powers. So they made the best of this opportunity. They knew nothing about the puppets, so they just made up ridiculous stories, abducted by aliens, ingestion of poisonous mushrooms, possessed by evil spirits. While most of those who were really affected by the puppets were mentally disturbed with messed up logic, they couldn't explain what happened to them. So we had to deduce their experiences from their confusing narratives while eliminating those who were muddying the waters. Those bastards have severely hampered the investigation. Until now, we still couldn't verify the real victimization. Based on these facts, we have decided to stick to the original conclusion that there are only 1,000 puppets and hosts. Well, in a sense, this is a good thing, right? Why is that? The number of real victims didn't rise, which means the disaster caused by the Herrscher of Dominance already ended. That's a relief. Your way of thinking is really optimistic. Thanks. She's slowly going back to her old self. That wasn't a compliment. Maybe you need to learn something from that kind of perspective, Dr. Tesla. No, I don't. Ouch.
抱歉，
Sorry.
没有
Did
撞
I
到
hurt
你
you?
吧？
Oh, it's normal
还
Sailor.
好还好。
No, I'm okay.
希尔，
What are
你
you
怎么站在门
doing
口？
standing behind the
我
door?
问了其他人，
I
说
was
你在
looking
这
for
间会
you
议
and
室，
was told that you
我就
were
来找
in
你。
this meeting room,
刚要
so
敲
I
门，
came.
就
Just when I tried to knock on the door.
先不说这
Anyway,
个了。
did I say
刚
weird
才
stuff to you earlier
我没
today?
有对天呐说什么奇怪的话。
Weird stuff? No.
没有啊。
Actually, I want to thank you
不
for
如
the
说
advice you gave
我
me.
很感谢希尔给我的建议呢。
Phew,
那
I
就
was so
好。
worried.
他
She
不肯
wouldn't
告
tell
诉
me
我
what
发生了
happened.
什么。
Is Kiana not cluing in to that it was the other Seele? I swear Seele wrote in a report that she had two personalities. Yeah. It's weird, but it's also kind of interesting. It's a way to... I guess it's just a way to offload the creativity, but it's names everyone will recognize. Sec. Okay, it is still going. My browser made it look like stream died. But yeah, I mean, it's no different from using mythological figures, right? It's just not as old. So it's weird because we hear about Tesla and whatever else going through science class. But I mean, then there's animes that have characters named after even older mythological gods, whatever else, and we're fine with that. I mean, a lot of mythological people were actual people. Their stories were just very, very overblown. But yeah, I don't know. I think taking inspiration from other things and using that to influence it isn't horrible. Like, I mean, there's another one of the characters. Like, that whole organization is inspired by old scientist names, including one of the characters we've only seen once, named Schrodinger, who apparently accidentally poofed themselves from reality. And when we saw Schrodinger, they were like half transparent, like they only half existed. It was it's interesting lore, and you can understand it right away. It is funny. I won't lie. It's also really weird to think that I ship Einstein and Tesla. And if anyone who doesn't know this game hears that, they're gonna be super confused. But I think those two are so funny together.
再有什么烦恼的话，
I mean, you
请
can
不要
talk
客
to me
气地
whenever
来
you
找我
need
商
to.
量。Kiana 是我的朋友，
You're my friend,
能为
and I'm
朋友
always
出一
happy
份
to
力，
help a
我也很
friend.
高兴。谢啦，那下次
Oh,
也拜托你
okay,
了。
thank you, Seely. You're the best. I'm so by that. Oh god. See, that's one that I think would be really weird.
啊，累死了，累死
Ugh,
了。
I'm exhausted.
训练的时候一直
I
在
got
想
too
东
much
想
on
西
my
的，
mind during the
结果一不
training
留神
and
就到
didn't
了这个
realize
时
it's
间。
this late already.
我果然还是不擅长思考太复杂的
Maybe
问
I
题
should think of
啊。
something less
不
complicated.
过大家
But
都很
everyone
为我
was
着
so
想，
considerate.
就
Even
算
when
我
I
问了
asked
莫名
dumb
其妙的问
questions,
题，
they didn't
也
laugh
没
at
有
me,
一个人在笑
but
话
answered my
我，都
questions
做了很认真的
seriously.
回答。大家都在以各种各样
They
的方
always
式
care
关心
about
我，
me, help me in
帮
a
助
lot of
我。
ways. I'm
我
so
真谢
lucky.
谢你们，
Thank you. Thank you all.
谢谢。
It says clap, but that sounded like a knock.
谁？
Who's there? Wait, was that in her room? Is there a puppet there? A sudden noise from outside the door woke her up from her light sleep. Late nights had always been soundless in the deep underground base, which made the noise even more unnatural.
奇怪，这会儿
It's
大家应该都
strange.
睡了才
Everyone
对。
should be asleep at
是什么
this
东西
moment.
掉下来了吗？
Did something fall down? Rolling sound. Something rolled onto the floor. The monotonous and mechanical sound was untimely and eerie. Is the last puppet in there? became alert and slowly moved her feet, moving noiselessly to the
门
door.
外感觉不到气息，
There
也没
seems
有
to
记
be no
忆，
breathing or hostility outside the
不
door.
能掉以轻
But I
心。
gotta stay vigilant and
一旦
notify
确认危险
everyone the
存在，
second I see
就要立
any
刻通知
danger.
所有人。
She readied herself for attack, then jerked the door open.
为什么？
Why? This is
支配剧场，
Theater of Domination? Oh. They put a rift at her door. Okay, we've had two breaks like that. I think we might actually be on the third mission already. It might be automatically pushing me through them, because they have done that before. I might not actually be on the first one, because this is a little ridiculous. Hee hee.
谁？
Who's there?
明知故问。
Why ask a question when you know the answer? You're finally here, Kiana. We've been waiting for you for ages.
我们
We?
为
Why?
作战明明成功了。
Why is this puppet still here after we defeated
想
them
知道
all?
怎么回事
You
吗？
must be dying
很
to
想
know
知道，对
why.
吧？那就来
Then
呀，
come, show me your
让我看看你的
determination.
决心。还有人偶活
There's
着，
still puppets alive,
剧场也
and
没
the
有消
theater
失。
didn't disappear either.
难怪连
No
这里
wonder
这
the
次才
Herrscher
都没
of
回来。
Reason's power is still
可
lost.
是为什么？
But why? Some
只有漏网之
escaped?
鱼，
Or
还是
there
他
are
们不
more
止
than
一
a
群呢？
thousand of them? Was that big one real?
你来了，
You came after me.
果然我们没有看
We
错。
knew it. You're the
你才
most
是最有资格
qualified
的
of
那
them
个
all.
人。资格？你在说什么
Qualified?
胡话
What are？you talking
我
about?
认识你哦，提安
I
娜。
know you, Kiana.
拯救了我
You're
们
the
城市的
heroine
英
that saved
雄，
our city.
通知
You're
绿
the
者
Herrscher of
提
the
安娜。
Void. Oh, because some of them are from Ark.
你是在天
You
桥
are a
市生活的
resident
人。
of Ark City. Which means they might have already been touched by her power a long time ago.
是啊是啊，我们还
Yes,
见过面
yes,
呢。
we've met before. Hehe.
你不记得我了？
You don't remember me, but I've always
很想再见
wanted to
你一
see
面。
you again
一
and
直很
thank
想
you
当
in
面感
person.
谢你。那时的我只是个
Back
普通
then,
的
I
中
was
学
just an
生，
ordinary
在天
schoolgirl
穹市的
living
城郊
on the
长大，
outskirts of
从
Ark
来没有离
City.
开过。
I never left there.
可突然有一
But
天，
one day, monsters
万物
broke
闯进
into
了
my
学校，
school and crushed
碾
my
碎了我习
uneventful
以为
life.
常的平静生活。校园化作
My
了一片
school
废
was
墟，
reduced to rubble,
我的
and my
朋友、
friends,
同
classmates,
学、
and
老师
teachers were all
都
buried
被埋
underneath.
在了瓦砾下。我亲耳听着他
I
们的
heard
求
their
救
cries
声
for
逐
help
渐变
getting
得微
fainter
弱，
and fainter,
变成沉
but the
默，
only thing I could
而
do
我
was cry.
却只能在一旁不断哭泣。
Maybe
也许
my
我的人
life will
生
end here
要
too.
到此
No
为
one
止
will
了。
come to save us.
也许
I
不会
thought
有人
so,
来救我们。
slowly closing my
我
eyes.
这么想着，慢慢闭上了眼睛。就在那时，
Just
你出
then,
现了。
you came.
你笑着摸摸我的
You
头，
patted my
对
head
我
with a
说
smile on your
没
face
事了，
and told me,
你做得
"Gonna be
很好，
okay. You're a
救
brave
援马
girl.
上就会来了。
Someone will come to save you soon."
你看起来没有比我
Your
大多
smile
少，
is assertive,
你的笑容
warm,
却
and
坚定、
beautiful,
勇敢
lighting up my world
又
like
漂亮
sunshine.
又耀眼。我擦干眼泪，
So I dried my
重新鼓起
tears
站
and
起来的
summoned
勇
up the
气。
courage to stand up again.
学校变成了废
My
墟，
school was
但
ruined,
至
but
少
at least I
我还活
survived.
着。对那时的我来说，
At that time,
就是希
you
望的
brought me
化
the
身。
light of hope
我
and
相
made
信
me
只要
believe
努力，
things
一
would
切都能
get
好
better.
起来。但是，我错了。
But I was wrong.
活下来的我，
I survived
反
as a
而成为
target
了
of
众矢之
resentment.
的。街区的孩子们
All kids in
都
the
在同一所
neighborhood
学
went
校
to the
上
same
学，
school, and they all died
而
except
我
me.
是唯一的幸存者。周围的大多数
All
家庭
families in the
都在那
neighborhood
场灾
lost their
难中
loved
永远
ones
失去了
to
血
the
气。
disaster except
他
mine.
们互相搀
They
扶，
shared the pain and
勉励。
helped one another,
却唯独
excluding my
而
parents.
我的凭什么只有我活
Why
着？
are you the only survivor?
这种
This
声音
voice grew bigger
一
over
点一点
time
扩
and
散，
eventually turned into
最终
hatred.
没有人愿意给
No
我
one
们
was
藏身
willing
之
to
处，
provide us shelter.
没有
My
人愿意
parents
给我
couldn't
父母
find
提
any
供工作，
jobs,
甚
and
至
even
灾
the
后救助
post-disaster
也以
relief
各种理由
program
退还了我们家
postponed our
的身体。
application.
灾害
The disaster didn't bring us down, but our kind did. Mom cried every day, and Dad, who used to be a hard-working man, became a grumpy alcoholic. One day, I heard his drunk muttering, if only she had also died in that disaster. Something in my heart broke at that moment. Say that. And a voice whispered in my ear, welcome, Herrscher of Domination. I often think, you didn't save me. I wouldn't have had to suffer all this, and my parents would have had better lives. Long after that, I heard about you again. You stopped that bomb and saved the city, which made my suffering continue. Your self-righteous heroic act brought me nothing but more pain. Such a backwards way to think about it. The vileness of humanity is far more horrible than disasters. This world isn't worth saving from the very beginning. If living is more painful than death, why did you save me? If the future is darker than the present, why did you ask me to look into the light? If you think you're a hero, then why did you save those bastards who tortured my parents and ruined their lives? Finally, I found the answer here. See, everyone in this theater is like this. No, everyone in this world is like this. Blind, impulsive, selfish, sad, unaware of what they want or should do. Everyone's just a pathetic actor, a dumb puppet. I want to thank you for throwing me on this stage of despair, just to let me know that I'm just like them. I'm also a despicable, ugly human. No. You can't fool me. You are the Herrscher of Dominance, not a human. You amplify the negative emotions in these people and lure them into darkness. You're just a puppet that poorly imitates the human mind, which is much more complicated than you think. And that girl, your host, is definitely not that weak. Whatever. Seems you still don't know what you've gotten into. Come, come, I have many more stories to tell you. I saved that child but ended up putting her in a worse situation. My effort brought nothing but more pain. Oh, she's trying to twist Kiana's emotions. Oh, the hand twitched. Still say that puppet, so creepy. It's really cool, but it's also really creepy. Oh. Wait a second. That's the Fatui logo. What? What? The Herrscher of Dominance has the Fatui logo? There's a lot of things connecting Genshin and Honkai, and I've heard there's one that's specifically in Chinese that most people would miss. I haven't seen it, but that is 100% the Fatui logo. At least the middle part. I don't know about the spiky diamond on the outside, but the like 4 eyes. Huh. Guess figure it out eventually. You caught up with me again. As a reward, I can answer one question for you. Just one. Your host, that girl, is she still alive? What a lame question. But I'll answer it, because we are more honest than humans. I am still alive, but being ostracized by others and the resentment from my parents has been gnawing at my heart.
正在一点一点地
Living
走向
feels
崩
worse than
溃，
death.
生不如。这都是你的错，
It's all your fault.
是你救了
You
那些
saved
折磨
those
我的混蛋。
bastards.
那些人
They
根
don't
本不配
deserve
活下
to
去。
live. You
我
should
就
have
应该
let
让那颗
that
炸
bomb
弹
blow
把他们
them
统
up.
统炸死。我不会那么做。
I
就算
wouldn't
再
do
让我
that.
选择一次，
Even if you put
我
me
也
in
会
that
阻止那场灾
situation
难。
again, I still would choose to stop that disaster.
那你就是他们的帮凶，
Then you are
共
no
犯
better than
刽子
them.
手。
You're their accomplice.
他们把失去至亲的痛苦扩散到幸存者身上。
Such backwards
这是人
logic,
性的
but
恶。
people use it all the time. They imposed their pain of losing their loved ones on survivors. This is the evil part of the
但是
human
你也说
heart.
过，他
But
们
you
互相
also
扶持，
said they
彼此鼓
comforted
励，
and
争
supported
取
one
早日走
another,
出阴影，
trying to get
努
out
力
of
地
the
活下
shadow
去。
together.
这是人性的
This is
善。
the goodness of the human heart.
每个人心中都
Good
有
and
善恶
evil
并存，
coexist in
这不会
everyone's
成为我
heart.
放弃拯救的理
It's not a
由。
reason for me to give up saving them.
那算什么？
What is this? You're
为你
trying
自
to
己的辩
defend
解。
yourself, aren't you?
哎，也对，
Oh,
也对，
right. Because you
毕竟你
yourself
自
are the
己
biggest evil.
就是那。
Face of just
说了
whatever.
这么多我的事，也是时候该
You've
说说
talked
你
too
了。
much about me. Let's talk about you.
我该怎么称呼你呢
What should I call you? Kiana?
实
Test
验体
subject
423 还是
K423? Or
红之律
Siren,
者
Herrscher of
西
the Void?
你的目标难
So
道
your
是？
real target is...
答对了，答
Bingo!
对了！
Hehehe.
你应该已经注意到
You
了，
should have noticed
我们
that
可以
we
造
can
访
visit
有
people
成
who
为
have
同
the
伴潜质的
potential to
人。
become part of us.
可他的意
But she
志
was
被
so
你压制
badly
得太惨，
suppressed by you,
我
we
们没法
couldn't
把
get the
线
string
缠到
on
你身
you
上，
to invite
也
her
就
to
不
our
能邀请
theater.
他来我们的。所以，
So we decided,
我们决
no
定
matter
了，
what the cost,
无论
we
付出
gotta
什么
pull
样的
you
代
into
价，
our
都要
theater.
把你拉进。我们每一个人都很
Each
弱
one of
小，
us is weak,
但只
but
要
if we
你集
gather
齐
our
所有人
strength,
的
we
力
can
量，
definitely
就
find
一
your
定
weak
能让你
point.
产生破绽。你们那些小
We
陷
don't care
阱、
about
小
your
花
little
招，
traps and
甚至包
tricks,
括在
or
我
the
们的剧
fact
场
that
里
you
开
tried
炮，
to blow
我
up
们
our
都不
theater.
在意，因为
Because
从你
we've
进入
already
剧场
won
的
from
那
the
一刻
moment
起，
you entered this
我们就
theater.
已经成功了。来吧，来吧，
Come, come,
让
let's
我们
choose
选
a
择一个
good
合适的
location.
地
It's
点
time
吧
to give this show a wrap.
是时候给支配之律者
This
从一
solved
开始
the
就计划了
Herrscher's
这一
plan.
切吗？难怪他们完全不在乎
No
同伴
wonder
的
they
牺
didn't
牲。
mind their deaths. They're trying to turn Siren.
人
There are
偶
more
变
puppets.
多了。是不是很
You're
疑惑？
confused and
是
upset,
不是很
aren't
苦
you?
恼？
I know what's on your
我知
mind,
道你
and
在
I
猜
know
想些
it's
什么，
useless.
但那种事毫无意义。人偶只不过是
The
人偶，
puppets are just puppets.
你们
You've
从
never
未
met
发
the
现
real Herrscher of
真正的
Dominance.
支配之律者。
This
这里
place
不
is
错，
great. Has
视
a
野
good
很
view of
好
the best
适合
show.
出演最棒的剧目。虽然
Though
已
it's
经是
already
中
the last
午
scene.
了。
Hehehe.
哎呀哎呀，
Oh,
演员
the
已经等
actors
不及
can't
了
wait.
呢。你们真正的目的
The
是
real
刺激
purpose
人
is
的
to
意识
stir Siren's
让控
mind
制
and
者
wake
再
up the
度觉
Herrscher of the
醒。
Void again.
对对。
Yes, yes, everyone
现在
must
外面都
think
觉
the
得
crisis
事
is
情
over,
已经平
right?
息了吧？
They can't
大
wait
家
to
都
go
迫
back
不
to
及
their
待
normal
想
life.
回归正
Huh?
常的生活。虽然你伤心中还有疑虑，
Anti-Entropy still
但
has
在公众
doubts
的压
about
力
the whole
下，你
thing,
们也
but
只
they
能
had to
被迫
announce the
输出
crisis has been
危机
lifted under
已经
public
暂时解
pressure.
除。那么问题来
So
了，
at a moment like
如果
this,
在这
if
种
we
时
make a
候，
comeback
我
with the
们
Herrscher
再
of
度登
Void,
场，猜一猜，
guess what the
都市人
humans will
类
do with
会怎么处
the
置逆商
the
呢？
entropy then? I remember Welt has
瓦尔
always
特他
been
们之前
insisting
可是一直在
Kiana
坚持。
Kaslana can
提亚
control
娜
her
卡斯兰
power.
娜，我不会让那种事发生的。
I won't let that happen.
不过，
Haha,
那
but
是我
that
们
was
之
our
前
old
的计
plan.
划。在这次行动中，
During this
我们有个
operation, we
意外的
noticed a
收获。
bonus.
提亚娜，你或许比西林
You might be more
更有资
qualified
格
to be
成
one
为
of
我们
us
的
than
一员呢。
Siren.
来吧，来吧，
Come, come, the trial of you has begun.
开始了！审判，审判，审判！
Trial, trial, oh boy.
肃静，肃静！
Silence, silence. Or are they all back?
现在开始。
The trial for admission of new members is now on. State your name.
啊，我知道，我知道。
I know, her name is Kiana
提亚娜·卡斯
Kaslana.
兰达。不，
No,
她才不是
she's
什么
not
提亚娜。
Kiana. Poor little girl, she doesn't even have a name.
不过别担心，别担
But
心。
don't worry, don't
这
worry.
里的大家
Everyone
都
here
是
is
这样
like you.
我
We're
们和
all
你一
losers
样，
like
都
you.
是失败者。不要用你们那一套标准
Don't
来评价
judge
我。
me by your standard.
哦，
Hmm.
嫌弃
Who
我
are？ you to look down on
我们
us?
是人偶，
We are puppets.
你又是
And what
什么
are
呢？
you? A clone
装
with a
了核
core
心的克隆
installed?
实验体。天哪！
Oh my
你不
goodness,
是
you're
人类，
not
你根
human.
本不是。
You're not.
肃静，肃静。
Silence. Silence.
新成员，
Newcomer,
供认你的
confess your
罪行。
crime.
我知道，我
I
知道。
know, I know.
你让
You
一个叫
cost a
齐格
man
飞的
named
男人失
Siegfried
去了一切。
everything.
他为了救你，
He lost
失
his
去了女
daughter
儿，
to save
不
you,
计前嫌把
and
你养
raised you
大，
in spite of
你
the
却砍
pain
断了
you
他的
brought
胳膊，
him.
还恬
But
不
you
知
cut
耻地
off his
诓着老
arm,
爸。
yet you call him dad shamelessly. I'm assuming that's from a manga I haven't read. And that hurts. Oh, Kiana.
你控制不了自己，
You can't
我们
control
乖乖被
yourself,
关起
but
来，
you refuse to
害
be
得你的
locked
朋友
up.
们都无家
You
可
made
归。
all your friends homeless.
你说着要为世上
You
所有
always
的美
talk
好而
about
战，
fight for all
却
that
亲
is
手杀死
beautiful in
了
the
自己
world,
的老师，
yet you killed your teacher.
你伤害了最好的
You
朋友，
hurt your
害得
best
他为了
friend.
你去了那
You
么
were
危
the
险的地
reason
方。
that she had to go on to such a dangerous place.
你做着所谓的英
You've
雄
done
之
so
举，
many so-called
你身边的
heroic
人
acts,
是越来
but
越
there are
少，
fewer and
世
fewer
界
friends
却
around
越
you,
来越
and the
糟。
world is getting worse.
你是恶人，
You are
你是
evil
罪
and
人，
sinful,
你的
and the
善
good
举
things you've
根本
done
弥补
can't
不了你
make
的
up
恶
for
行。
your evil deeds at all. We
我们知
know.
道，我们都
Your
知道
inner，voice, your
你
true
内心的
thoughts,
声音，
your
真
deepest
正的
despair
想
and
法，
pain. We
深
know
不
them
见底
all.
的绝望与苦楚。你比我们中的
You
任何
know
人
the
都知
taste
晓
of
痛
pain
苦的
better
味
than
道。
any of us.
你比这世上
You
的
are the
任何
most
人
suitable
都更适
host
合
in
成
this
为人偶的
world.
宿主。认清自
See
己吧，
yourself
面对
clearly
现
and
实
face
吧。
reality. She just shot him.
我已经听够了你们的胡言乱语，
I've heard enough of
这
your
场荒
crap.
唐的审判
Time to
该
wrap
收
up
场
this
了。
ridiculous trial.
你们迷惑不了我。
You can't confuse me. I won't give in
更不会
or
绝望。
give up hope.
唉，亏我们还特
Alas,
地
we
给你
even
放了一
played the
遍第二
memory
律
of
者
the
的记忆，
second Herrscher for
你
you.
就没有任
You
何触
didn't
动
feel
吗？
anything.
不会感到
Don't
羞
you
愧
feel
吗？
ashamed? They played the memory. Which means they're connected to her for sure.
果然是你们搞的鬼。
I knew it was
抱
you.
歉，
Sorry to let
这招
you
对我
down,
不
but
管
it
用。
didn't work on me.
我身边有许多信赖
I'm
的、
surrounded
支
by
持我的
people
人，
who trust
他
me
们教会
and
了我什么是
support
该
me.
做的事。
They've helped me
如果
know
你们
right
想用
from
这些来
wrong.
动摇我，
If you're
还是
trying
别
to
自
mess
讨
with
没
my
趣。
mind like that, with that, you're making a fool of yourselves.
信赖你，
Trust
支持
you,
你，
support
是
you.
包庇你、
I
纵
think you
容你
mean
才对吧？
indulge you and harbor you, right?
明明知道你是空之律者，是人类最大的威
They
胁，
knew you were
却
the
还是
Herrscher
冒
of the
着风
Void,
险
the
让你
greatest
活下
threat
去，
to
甚至
humanity,
搭上仙
yet
人
they
去保
risked
护
their
你、挽
lives
回
to
你。
keep you alive and protect you. This would... These chapters are so well written. Holy crap. Chapter 23 and 24. Specifically 23, though. Sele and Bronya helped Kiana kind of face those evils and feel better about herself. If those things didn't happen, she'd probably fall for this. This probably would work. But she should be able to realize otherwise.
可他们有什么资格这样做？
They have no right to do so.
不管是 Cecilia
When
还是
Cecilia or Himiko were
在拯
saving
救麒麟
Siren or
拯救
you,
你的时候，
they had
他
thought
们有没
about
有
the
考虑
rest
过
of
世
the
上的其
world?
他人？
Had they
有
thought
没有
that
设想过
countless
会
people
有
would
无
have
数
to
人因
live
此活
in
在恐
fear
惧中？
because of you?
没有，
No, they
他们
chose
放着
you,
千万条
a
无辜
bomb
的
that
生
could
命不顾，
explode
选
at
择
any
了
moment,
你。
an
随
incurable
时可能
sinner
爆炸的炸
over
弹，一个
millions
无
of
可救
innocent
药的罪人。
lives.
这就是你口中该做的
And you
事。
call this no right from wrong?
自私
Ah,
自利，
how
不
selfish.
过是伪善者的
It's
自
just
我感动、
hypocrite,
自我
sick
满足。
narcissism. Ech,
够
can't
了，
talk. Enough.
哦，生气了。
You're mad.
不允许我
You
评价
don't
你的
want me
同
to
伴。
judge your friends?
别误会，
Don't
别
get
误
us
会。
wrong.
我们
We
当
know
然
you've
知
been
道，
through a lot,
你这
so
么
no
一路
matter
走
what
来，
we
早
say,
就经历
you
了
won't
许多，
change your
不
mind.
管我们说什么，也难以撼动你的意志。可我们也知道，
But we also know
即使
you
是这
still
样
have
的你，
regrets and a
也
hole
会
in
有
your
未
heart.
尽的遗憾。我们清楚你的一
We know
切，
everything about you, your innermost thoughts, and the heavy cross you bear.
你明明知
You know it's impossible for a mortal to survive in the imaginary space, but you keep lying to yourself. You know that besides anti-entropy, Shixel and the World Serpent have also been searching for the Gem of Haste, but nothing's been found. Oh, they're bringing Himiko into it. That's rude. Kingsley who gave her the pep talk at the vending machine. Yeah. I don't have meme, unfortunately, and I'm just doing the story today. But if I had meme, if I had that Sakura suit, I'd probably use it. It's pretty good. Welcome to the stream. You know, besides AE, Shixel and... Okay, I already read this. Deep down, you already know the truth, but you refuse to admit it. You lie to yourself and say, I will bring you back. This is mean. Ah. What? See? We haven't even said who it is. You yourself obviously know very well. Himiko. The only person it could be. She is the frailest part of your heart, a wound that can never heal. You'd give anything to go back to that day and save her life, but you never can. Even though you say you won't waver, but when the truth's right in front of you, can you still pretend not to see? When that moment comes, will you still believe those pretty words you say? No, you can't do it, no. Wait, what? I read that backwards. Gee. Because you've chosen a path of hypocrisy that is boring as hell, a path of stupidity with no end. Time for the climax of this show. Prepare for the exhilarating twist. We can't wait to see the look on your face. Do they have the Gem of Haste? Please tell me they don't have the Gem of Haste. When your hopes shatter and turn into despair, come, come, let us see. How was it? How was it? Familiar, no? Do you remember who had it? Do you know why it is here? The Gem of Haste. Long dead. Oh, that is the one thing. Yeah, they were just skipping through the chapters. That is the one thing they could say to her to make her lose hope. Oh, that is brutal. That is so... Mihoyo, you jerks. I still don't believe Himiko is long dead. Well, okay, she might be dead, but we already know that alternate versions of characters exist. There's the imaginary plane. There's a very good chance that a version of Himiko exists, but... For context, because I know you don't know this stuff very well, every Herrscher, which is almost like an evil god, someone who's corrupted, when they obtain their godly powers, a gem forms in their body. That gem in particular was technically from a long time ago, but it was put into a suit, a powerful battle suit, which I can actually show you because it looks like that's the end. Oh, and I've got to wait like a month or something to see more? I don't want to wait. God damn it, MiHoYo. Oh, that was one hell of a cliffhanger. Ow. That's all I can say. Ow. That was a really good chapter, but I never thought of that. That is definitely a way to break Kiana. Holy shit. Something tells me she's taken that gem back, though. Possibly because of things I've seen, and I'm gonna watch a cutscene next Friday, even though it's spoilers. But... oh my god. But that gem was in this suit. This is the person they were talking about. This suit had the gem of haste in it, which gave her powers rivaling a god's. And she used that to defeat Kiana when she was corrupted, and to help her regain her senses. And Kiana has felt regret that this person has gone missing and is hoping that she's still alive and has been trying to find her. Though, to be fair, I don't think them having the Gem of Haste immediately means that Himiko's dead. Because there can only be one of each gem in existence, and if a new one forms, the old one disappears. It is entirely possible the will of the Honkai, the god, gave the Herrscher of Dominance the Gem of Haste as a way to trick her, but... well, it wasn't really a trick room, that was just their dimension. They have their own, like, little mini bubble universe. But... I feel like... because of the amount of power these gems are supposed to have, Kiana would be able to sense if it was fake. So she could probably tell it was real. Oh, that is such a cliffhanger. I'm gonna have to look something up though, quick. I wanna look. Check my laptop. Genshin Fatui logo. Yeah, that was the Fatui logo on the ground. So the Herrscher, or at least the Theater of Dominance, is somehow connected to the Fatui. Which, I mean, I'm not friggin' surprised, but... huh. That's interesting. There's so many things like this across the two games. I really need to get a browser view set up on OBS. I don't have one. But... yeah. If you were to look up Genshin's Fatui logo, it is an exact match to the logo that was on the floor in the Theater of Domination. Interesting. Let's see, are any of these still possible to get? Yay, some Mithril. I'm gonna be thinking about this for quite a while. Ah, poor Kiana. I cannot wait to see how she gets through it, but they set her up good. They set her up really, really good. That was a really good chapter. Holy. But that's probably time I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna dwell on that. I gotta do the Abyss. And I kind of want to just focus on that. And probably... I think it's a physical abyss this time, so I probably won't fail. But... maybe. Maybe that's part of it. But... yeah. Thanks everyone that dropped in, everyone that was watching. Thanks E for chatting and keeping a smile on my face on a very emotional chapter. I'm gonna be dwelling on this for quite a bit. That was something. Next Friday I'm gonna get a bit of a spoiler. I might stream that. I might stream my reaction to the video, or I might just record myself. I might record myself watching it and just throw it up as a video. I've been really slacking on the whole video thing, so I'm trying to do that this week. Tomorrow and Friday, I've got a few ideas to work on. But maybe that's what I'll do next Friday. As soon as that cutscene is out, I will just watch it blind, record myself, and see how it goes. As much as it's spoilers, I can't wait. I don't want to risk other people spoiling bits and pieces of it. I want to see that cutscene fresh, and then we'll see the cutscene again in like a month and a half when it's in the story. But thanks again, everyone. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as me. I do have Discord for anyone who isn't part of it. The code is to the side, or you can just click the link in the description. Likes do help, and if you want to keep watching more, you can subscribe. But, yeah. I will see you guys... not sure, honestly. I'm not sure when my next stream is going to be. I might stream tomorrow night. I'm not sure. Tomorrow night or this weekend, I'm thinking of doing some more PGR. PGR is coming out in like 2 weeks, and I don't want to play it. I don't want to wait 2 weeks. So I might go back to my Taiwan account, play a little bit, see what I can get up to. But thanks, everyone. See you then. Bye.